Hey Paulie,
How are you?
I'm very well. Welcome back to the UK.
Thank you.
Ultimate Boxer. Tell us why this is such a good thing.
It's a good thing on many fronts. Ultimate Boxer is something that gives opportunities to young fighters to kind of get themselves in the public eye, in the public limelight, in the public spotlight. Young fighters that probably wouldn't have had this opportunity because they've kind of flown below the radar. They've not gotten the big promotional contract, the big promotional deal that has the media talking about them, that has them right in front of the eyes of the public right away on television networks. So for them, this is a big opportunity. And if you're passionate about boxing, you're passionate about the boxers. And if you're passionate about the boxers, well then this is exactly what you love, is for boxers like this to get that attention and to get that sort of recognition. If you notice the first couple of editions of Ultimate Boxer we've had, we've been able to find some unseen, untapped talent. And so I think that will be a consistent thing, is for these young guys, each time we broadcast an Ultimate Boxer show, you will see there's at least a couple of guys who will be in there really, and people will ask themselves, how did these guys fly below the radar? And now there will be a different public perception of them and their careers, and possibly they'll be able to better their careers for it and get themselves possibly, deals or similar situations to the better prospects that are more, I'd say, more protected, or more so have somebody looking out for them in their careers, And that's from one end. From the other end of it, the positive thing is also the excitement. You put hungry prospects in 3-round fights where they have all to fight for every single time, and you only have 9 minutes. You don't have a feel-out session because you can't afford a feel-out process, so you'll be feeling yourself right out of the tournament. So that will make automatically that combination of hunger, determination, and skill, because obviously prospects wouldn't be prospects if they didn't have skill, even if they're lesser known prospects. You put it all together and you're going to have a dynamic combination of excitement and explosiveness inside the ring, And so I think your pure boxing fan can really get really up for something like this, to really get up for a night of watching these kind of fights and this kind of event, and seeing these guys really put it literally all on the line, because their careers are really riding on this. This can change the direction of their careers in literally one night if they perform to an adequate level, And of course, from a fan perspective, you also have the night, the entertainment. It's not just about the fights. We're trying to gear it towards the younger crowd. Entertainment, live entertainment. A younger hip crowd. We want to put it all together the right way, and I think both for fighters and for fans, and even for casual fans, this kind of is the right mix of things to bring them all together.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you think this is putting boxing back on the map again, if you like, and bringing it to the attention of some people who perhaps wouldn't be interested in it otherwise?
I really believe so. I really believe this is Ultimate Boxer. It brings the attention of your casuals. It brings the attention of people that may not have tuned into boxing, because obviously it's Ultimate Boxer, so the word boxing is key. You have to have your core centerpiece has to be excitement in the fights, excitement in the boxing matches, But once you have that, then everything else you sprinkle around it, if it works, only makes it better, So I believe in the product as far as the fighting is concerned, because like I said, hungry fighters in 3-round fights with all to fight for, you're going to make for an explosive combination right there. But then, of course, the rest of the night is a really fun night. You can meet new people. You can come to an Ultimate Boxer event to network with young entrepreneurial types, And I think that's what we're trying to attract here. It's not just about the fights and about the crowd being excited about the fights, but it's also a night out where any night out is fun, but a night out at these fights will be a sort of must-see.
You might get some traditionalists turning their nose up at this and saying, "Oh well, it's not like." What would you say to them?
I can understand that. I can understand that. Traditionalists will want to keep it in the old school set, but of course that's why they're traditionalists. The traditionalists want to keep everything in the old school set, but life always evolves and adjusts in a lot of ways. And I think I wouldn't say this will be a concept that will be for world-class boxing, because world-class boxing is 12 rounds, so you need to revolve a show around that particular fight. But this particular situation is just right for the prospects, just right for prospects who are looking to be discovered. And so if they can be discovered in a way where you're getting the eyes not just of the boxing fans who may not have seen them, but now you're getting the eyes of other people who may not have seen them before. All of a sudden, these guys who are starving for this sort of attention on their career, starving to be seen, now can be seen from all kinds of people, from all kinds of walks of life and all kinds of avenues. And you never know who can help these kids, because that's the bottom line. Is for me, I know how difficult it is to gain notoriety and gain attention as a prospect, even when you have the correct deals, but let alone when you don't have the correct deals. This is sort of a booming opportunity, and I think you're going to find, especially with the interest now shown and the sign up of BT Sport, I think it's going to make it all the more important to be seen on this event, on Ultimate Boxer, because we've seen Ultimate Boxer did the first 2 events, and that was without BT. I think with the platform getting even bigger, it's going to make it even more exciting, and fighters are going to want to be a part of this. Not just the ones who don't have deals, but I think you're going to start seeing prospects who even already have deals wanting to jump in on this because they see what kind of a promotion it does for their careers.
Yeah, and do you think, having said that, that's right. Do you think, having said that, there's a potential to unearth a few gems here, possibly future world champions?
Yeah, I think that's the goal, and I really believe so. You look at shows like X Factor, or in America we have American Idol and whatnot, and you see that the contestants in those shows, they don't necessarily have to win them, but they perform well, and suddenly you see how much untapped talent is in those markets, and you're seeing people from those shows getting deals that wouldn't have got deals otherwise if it wasn't for those shows. So I really believe, on a smaller scale, Ultimate Boxer does this for the industry of boxing, to where you're seeing this untapped talent, fighters who have the talent, have the ability. They just need a little bit more help being seen, and then maybe if they get seen, they can get the right people to help them out. They just need that, and I think Ultimate Boxer gives them the opportunity to possibly achieve that. And if you do, some of these guys, I can't say all of them, but just some of them, you're going to see them. I'm really confident you will see one day a former Ultimate Boxer contestant be a world champion. I think you'll see several.
And if you had your time again, is it something you'd like to be involved with as a fighter?
I think when you're a young fighter, you're always excited about competition, and you relish competition. You relish promotion and competition together. You want to take on the world. You feel like you walk through a wall when you're a young prospect. You feel like nobody can beat you. So obviously, as a young fighter, I would have loved to have been a part of this. But of course, like I said, I think fighters that already have deals, the people who are in charge of their careers will probably want to steer them clear sometimes and say, you know what, this is really risky. This is really risky. And sometimes fighters already have the deals that they want, may not want to take this risk so early in their careers. But the fighters that don't have the deals, the fighters that want to get exactly those kind of deals, they may be forced into taking on this kind of risk, and they may want to take on this kind of risk. And then it's sort of the promised land at the end, sort of the light at the end of the tunnel, where you get through this rough tournament, and it's going to be a rough tournament because everybody's just as hungry as you, and everybody feels they're a prospect just as good as you. But if you get through this rough tournament, and you may find yourself on the doorstep of getting a great deal to where there's a bit more protection and a bit more security behind your career, and then you can kind of follow the path to your goal in a better setting.